This is a wild, untamable black horse. It has a fiery temperament and refuses to be broken by anyone. Even when a boy tried to feed it out of kindness, it charged at him with hostility. Luckily, the boy reacted quickly. He scrambled over the fence just in time to escape. Not even the world's top horse trainers could do anything with it. Yet this ferocious stallion showed nothing but gentleness to one girl. Taming a wild horse? Maybe it doesn't take some fancy technique after all. Annie was the problem child in her parents' eyes. Her grades were poor, and she had no real standout qualities. Her best friend tried every way to comfort her, hoping to cheer Annie up, but it backfired catastrophically. A test paper accidentally blew into the teacher's car, and by some coincidence, the name on it was still legible. The next day, the police showed up with the partially burned paper. To teach Annie a lesson, her parents decided to send her to her grandma's house in the country. And her fate was about to change. But how could a city girl, used to being spoiled, adjust to a place with no internet and no friends in the countryside? It wasn't long before Annie arrived at her grandma's house, someone she'd never met. This was a horse ranch, with saddles lying around everywhere. The sight of riders training horses in the arena caught Annie's eye completely. Giving instructions nearby was none other than Annie's grandma, a former show jumping athlete, who'd even won an Olympic gold medal. The record she set still remains unbroken to this day. The horse in the stable was named Ostwind. It was a descendant of the legendary racehorse Halla. Halla once carried a nearly unconscious rider to victory. For that reason, Annie's grandma spared no expense to buy this descendant with such powerful bloodlines, only to end up with a permanent disability because of it, making it impossible for her to ever ride a horse again. At the dinner table that night, Annie found the food here didn't suit her taste at all. She woke up hungry in the middle of the night, walked straight downstairs, planning to grab a few apples to fill her stomach. But just then, a shrill neigh suddenly rang out. She followed the sound to the stable, and in a specially protected room, she found an extremely volatile horse. Maybe it was the feeling of being treated differently that created a connection between them. When the horse saw her, it immediately calmed down. Annie asked if it had also eaten bad-tasting food, and offered the apple in her hand. But the gap in the iron bars was too small to get it through. Annie suddenly had a bold idea. She opened the bolt and walked inside. The horse showed no hostility toward Annie. Instead, it let its guard down, walked straight up to her and ate the apple. Before she knew it, sleepiness overcame Annie, and she lay down right there in the stable and fell asleep. Faced with this innocent, kind girl, the wild, unruly horse was completely won over. But early the next morning, a dark anesthesia dart suddenly shot in,